What's going on YouTube? Cejaman back with another figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at a deluxe figure. This is the Deluxe Walking Dead Dayrl action figure. This is made by Mcfarlane Toys. You can see the packaging right here. It's pretty nice. You can see we're going to get another this is pretty much a pre-posed Dayrl Dixon figure. You got the images right there of Dayrl Dixon and the Walking Dead. It does read Deluxe figure on the right-hand side of the packaging. In the back, you can see the little prison scenery. One side of the packaging does read Dayrl. It is the 10-inch Deluxe figure. Got a nice image there of Dayrl, Walking Dead. The other side, you get the figure there, or actually the character with the figure, and it does read based off of the hit TV series right there. That's pretty cool. The back of the packaging is pretty cool. It says there, 10-inch Dayrl Dixon with removable hunting knife, poncho, and crossbow. So you got different images of the figure there. Here's the latest series of figures that we just got from Series 4. I didn't even finish reviewing, I think, 2 of them. I still needed to review Andrea and the Governor. I might get around to it. Right here is Series 5, 6-inch figures featuring the Dayrl and his motorcycle. So I can't wait to get that one there. Right there at the bottom, it does read Mcfarlane Toys and a little bio there of Dayrl. You can see that right there, a nice little image of the character. I'll scoot in a little bit more. If you guys want to read that, feel free to pause. And there's an image of Dayrl right there. So the back of the packaging is actually pretty nice on this. Alright guys, let's get this bad boy outside of packaging. Alright, so I was not able to get this guy to turn on my turntable. Already off the bat, this guy is kind of difficult to get to stand on his own. There is no peg holes at the bottom, but you got to really maneuver his feet around to get him to stand, and he pretty much is a statue. Another thing was I had such a problem getting his hand to hold his arrow, his bow. It was so tough to get that thing in there. You have to really pry his hand open and be careful not to break the hand or the bow itself. But overall, the figure does look nice. Now, looking at the accessories, he comes with extra arrows, which don't have a tip at the end. You can see right there, they're a soft plastic, so careful you guys don't break this. So he comes with 3 of these, and you can place them on the bow. And he also he comes with a knife right here. You can see that, which isn't sharp at all. Well, it's kind of sharp, but it's got a little bit of nice detail going on with it. I was just kind of bummed that I couldn't get this guy to stand. I wanted to show you guys a 360 look at the actual figure. And here's his poncho. I'll show you guys what he looks like with that in a second. But it's got some decent little paint details and a lot of little wrinkles going on. It's a rubbery material. Pretty cool, I guess. It would have been cool. I think it would have been better if it was cloth, but you know, whatever. So there's that he does come with. Now, the bow, I'm not going to take this off. I'm going to leave it how it is. But you can see right there, you can see it's got a lot of like little paint detail on it as far as like it's weathered. You can see there's like a lot of different colors going on. He does hold it well. You can see that there, but he also has a little strap right here too, so careful you don't break this off. I mean, these Mcfarlane toys break pretty easily. There's the front of it. He already has a arrow that was already in this weapon, and then he has these slots right here where you place the extra arrows. You can see there's holes right back there if you can make that out right in there, and then you just place these arrows like so. Actually, it's supposed to go this way. I'll show you guys how that looks complete. There's so many ways that you can break this figure, so be careful with this, guys. See, you can see that you can put the spare arrows right in there. He does have 4 slots to place the arrows in, but be careful you don't break the arrows off when placing it in these slots. So I'm telling you guys right now, just be very, very careful. Handle this figure with a lot of care. All right, guys, I had to keep on pausing the video. My camera kept on dying on me. So let's see here. So now we're going to take a close look at the actual figure. So he does come with the knife, which I just showed, and there is a holster that he does have right here for it. So you can see it's got some pretty nice little detail on it, and it slides right in. So there you go. There's that. Now, the figure overall, again, looks pretty good. It looks pretty good for what it is. Now, the head sculpt here does look a lot more like Norman Reedus than the previous Dayrl that we've gotten. The back of the leather jacket here, you can see all the stitching and all the little wrinkles and wear and all that. The wings there look pretty good. This is actually more of like a vest, which is a softer material. It looks like it'd probably be able to come off, but I'm not even going to try. And at the bottom you can see the double shirts that he does have. The pants look pretty good. I apologize, my phone's going off. The pants look pretty good. Got a little bit of detail, a lot of wrinkles. You can see the stitching. They're dirty. He's got the tear at the knee part. You can see his flesh right there, or the skin tone, I should say. What else we got here? Of course, he's got his little rag at the back pocket. A lot of detailing in the back pocket there as well. And there's the shoes. You can make out the shoes look pretty good. The bottom. Again, it's just that this guy is just tough to get to stand, and the arrow, just this figure has like several little problems with it. It's just very, you just gotta handle this guy with a lot of care. But again, we'll get a close look at the head sculpt here. They did a pretty good job in sculpting the head sculpt on this one here. They even did the squinting of the eyes pretty good as well. The long hair, he's got a little bit of a scuff going on there in the facial hair. It looks pretty good. I think it looks like the actor from the series. Looks pretty good. There's the hair. This part down over here is a softer material. Now this guy is going to give you very limited articulation. So there's nothing in the legs whatsoever. Let me zoom out here. There's nothing in the legs. The feet, you can kind of rotate them, but not much at all. But you can slightly rotate them. The hands, the arms, they just go forward and back on both of them. There's no bend at the bicep, no swivel at the bicep, none of that. And then you just got to put this back up so he seems like he's holding it. And I want to say there is a bit of wrist articulation. Yeah, there is. The right hand's a little more stiff, but he does have some articulation at the wrist. Get this guy to hold that. But they should have given him a little bit more of articulation. And I mean, because he has a knife, and what's the point of having a removable knife if you can't even hold this thing? You know what I mean? So I was actually expecting him to be a little bit more on the articulated side. Again, I'm not taking the bow out of, or his, whatever you call this thing. It's a bow. What do we call this? Crossbow. That's the name of it. Crossbow. I'm not taking it out of his hands because it was very difficult to put back in, and I don't really want to break this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he looks like with the poncho. So there he is with the poncho on. He looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent with it on. Now, I didn't go over the head articulation. So the head on this guy can slightly rotate. That's pretty much it. It just rotates. It's very stiff. This is a very stiff figure, and my camera is falling all over the place. So it's kind of pissing me off. But that's pretty much it for this guy. There's not really much to say. I mean, he does come with a knife. He comes, which I don't know why it's removable. I mean, he can't even hold it. He has the poncho, which looks pretty good. I mean, I'm going to display him with the poncho on. It makes the figure look a lot better than without. The head sculpt looks pretty good in my opinion. The crossbow is very nice, but it's just everything about this figure feels like it's going to break. And there's no there was waist articulation. I didn't go over that. Slightly. But again, and then you can't get him to stand. You cannot get this guy to stand. See, I'm trying to get him to stand up, and it's just very difficult. They should have given you like some kind of a display base to put this guy in, because he's very difficult to get him to stand. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. I'm gonna have to move his feet around, but I'm not gonna do it on this video. But there you have it, guys. That's my review on the Deluxe 10-inch Dayrl Dixon figure. Again, it's good for what it is. As for articulation purposes or for like displaying him, I mean, he's a 10-inch figure, so he's out of scale with all your other Walking Dead figures, unless they make more of these figures. But I'm not sure if they are. I mean, he might be cool to display next to your like DVDs and all that, but I don't know. It's an okay figure. I'm kind of disappointed in it. It's like I said, it's cool for the way it looks, but as far as like, you know, the play factor and all that, it's not that great. It's really not that great. It's kind of a weak figure. But overall, meh, it's okay. On a 1 to 10, if I had to give it a rating scale, I'd probably give this guy a 5. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if you guys are going to pick this up. I got this off a Big Bad Toy Store, so let me know what you guys thought, okay? Alright guys, this is cejaman. Today we were taking a look at the Walking Dead Deluxe figure, Dayrl Dixon. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.